Now is another good time to take a full body scan from the crown of the head all the way down through the tips of the toes. And then rock the forehead left, right, left as it feels good. One more breath here. All right, go ahead and rise up to all fours. So put pressure into all 10 finger pads, press down through the palms. And then allow the knees to be hip width distance-ish. So we'll get to the upper back. I've been really into this lately. So instead of cow-cat where you allow the pelvis to move with you, just allow the chest to drop down. So bring the shoulders towards the ears. And then press the ground away from you, upper back puff. So notice you're not moving your hips. Allow the chest to drop down, shoulder blades come together. And then press the ground away from you, upper back puffs. And so we'll do 2 more. Allow the chest to drop down. And then press the ground away from you, upper back puffs. Nice, 1 more. Allow the chest to drop. And then press the ground away from you. Feel the upper back broaden. And then come to stillness. Really, really nice neutral tabletop. And then we'll get into the chest. So draw the hands about a big palm print forward. So maybe about a palm and a half, actually. And then scoot the knees back just a bit. Allow the head to drop down, chest to drop down. And then feel as if you're sticking your butt all the way up into the air. And allow the heart to kind of float down towards the mat. So your puppy pose. Belly touches the thighs. Nice. 1 more big breath here. And then once more, come back to all fours, your tabletop. Nice. Press down through the left palm, reach the right fingertips up. And then on your exhale, you'll thread the needle once more. So draw, not once more, for the first time, just allow the right ear to come down towards your mat. Either left fingertips crawl forward, or you can take your left palm to the low back. If you've got the range of motion, you can snake your hand all the way in towards the right hip crease. Take 1 more deep, full rounded breath here. If you've got a half bind, gently undo that. Press down through your left palm and then return back to center, all fours. Nice. Press down through your right palm, reach the left fingertips up. Nice. On your exhale, you'll thread. So draw the left palm underneath your rib cage. Rest your left ear to the mat. And then same options here. You can take your right hand to the low back or draw it in towards the left hip crease. And just wherever you are, feel the shoulder blades separate from the upper back. And then draw the sit bones up and back like you would for a downward facing dog. Take 1 more smooth breath here. And then press down through your right palm. Return back to all fours, tabletop. As you're ready, tuck the toes, roll the hips up and back. Come into a downward facing dog. So first one here, always good to just take a moment, bend one knee, bend the other. Shift weight forward, back, side to side. All right, come to stillness. We'll get some shoulder stability going on here. So I want you to walk your feet in a considerable amount. So you'll have a really tiny down dog. Press down through your left palm. Look at your right hand, and then you'll pick up your right hand, grab to the outside of your left leg. So I'm grabbing the outside of my calf. I'm pulling my chest from underneath the left armpit. Nice. You got it, sis. Beautiful. 1 more breath. And then undo it. We'll switch. You can always bend your knees any amount too. So look at your right leg, pick up your left palm, grab anywhere to the outside of your right leg, and then see if you can pull your chest from underneath the right armpit. Actively press the ground away. And then come back, downward facing dog. Scoot your feet back to where they were. And then allow them to be about hip width distance-ish, hands about shoulder width distance-ish. I want you to widen your fingers, your toes as much as you can. And feel as if you're dragging your palms towards your feet and then the feet forward towards your palm. Now from here, glide forward towards the high plank. Allow the shoulders to stack over the wrists. Press the ground away from you. Then exhale, draw the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Nice, 2 more just like this. Inhale, glide forward, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, shift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Nice, 1 more. Inhale, glide forward, crown of the head reaches forward. Continue to press, press, press. Exhale, draw the hips up and back, find a downward facing dog. Nice. Begin to gaze forward on your inhale. And then exhale, feet to meet your hands. Go ahead and walk towards the top. Just find a gentle halfway lift. So palms to your shins, your thighs, gaze forward. And then exhale, fold forward. So bring your right palm in between your feet and then tent up through the finger pads. First option, you'll bring your hand towards your low back. Second option, you'll reach the left fingertips all the way up. Take a bend into your right knee. So open up through the chest. You can take a few wrist circles into the air if that feels good. Nice, and then undo it, switch. Bring your palm in between your feet, tent up through the fingertips. Either you're placing your hand towards your low back or reaching the right palm up. Take a bend into your left knee as well. Now peel the right shoulder up and back in space. And then slowly undo it. Come back towards center. Draw your feet as close as comfortable to touch. Bring your hands to your hips, elbow tips point up. Use your low belly and then rise all the way up with a long, long spine. Take a big inhale, shrug your shoulders all the way up towards your ears. And then take an open mouth exhale, let it go. Nice, 1 more. Inhale, shoulders shrug. And then open mouth exhale, let it go. Really nice. All right, go ahead and draw your right palm across your chest and then use your left arm as a hook. Hold your right forearm a little closer in. Now from here, I want you to tip your left ear towards your left shoulder. And so get into the right side of your neck. At the same time, you're feeling your right shoulder blade wrap all the way around towards the front of your chest. Awesome. Unhook your right forearm. Bring your head back towards center. We'll switch. Left arm across your chest. Use your right arm as a hook. Draw your forearm in. And then right ear towards your right shoulder. So feel the left side of your neck. Beautiful. 1 more breath. And then coming back towards center. Let's get you moving. So inhale, draw your arms all the way up and overhead, upward facing salute. And then exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. Nice halfway lift, look forward, long spine. And then exhale, fold forward. Nice, inhale, arms extend all the way up towards the ceiling, press through both feet. Nice, exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. Beautiful, you've got a halfway lift, really, really long spine, crown of the head reaches forward. Then exhale, fold forward, release. Nice, once more, inhale, arms extend all the way up towards the ceiling, press firmly through both feet. Then exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. Nice, halfway lift, look forward, long, long spine. And then this time, hands flat, step back, find a high plank. Nice, take a big inhale, breath, hold your plank. And then exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Nice, bring your hands near your shoulders and then lift just your chest. So you've got little to no weight in your hands in your Cobra Bhujangasana. I want you to squeeze your elbows together so the upper back feels like it's tightening. And then exhale, release. Keep your hands as is. Now lift your chest and now lift your legs. So a locust variation. You're still bringing the elbow tips up. You're still hugging the rib cage. And then exhale, slowly release. Begin to tuck your toes and press up either to a tabletop or plank. Exhale, draw the hips up and back, find a downward facing dog. Nice big inhale breath. Smooth exhale breath. Inhale, gaze forward. And then exhale, feet to meet your hands, top of your mat. Now find a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, long spine. Then exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Nice, inhale, arms extend all the way up towards the ceiling, press through both feet. Nice, exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. You got a halfway lift, look forward, long spine. Exhale, hands flat, step back, high plank once more. Nice, big inhale, breath, hold your plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Sweep the palms back behind you, interlace your hands. Lift your arms, chest, legs this time. So you're bound locust. Feel the knuckles pull back as the shoulder heads pull back. Now squeeze your inner thighs together. Visualize the heels, big toes touching at the back. Now one more breath. And then slowly release. Come in towards a Sphinx pose. So elbows underneath your shoulders, palms flat, or you can interlace your hands. Take a big inhale, breath, gaze forward. So modified forearm plank to start. Exhale, curl your chin in towards your chest. Vertebra by vertebra, lift the belly, lift the hips, lift the thighs, come to your knees. So stay here or tuck your toes, lift your knees, your shins, come in towards a forearm plank. Now big inhale, breath. And then exhale with control, lower knees, thighs, hips, return back to your Sphinx. Smooth inhale, breath. And then exhale, lower all the way down, transition back. Come into a downward facing dog. Nice. Take a deep, full rounded breath, big inhale. And smooth, full rounded breath, exhale. Awesome. Inhale, set your gaze forward. And then exhale, feet to meet your hands, top of your mat. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, long spine. Then exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Nice. Inhale, arms extend all the way up towards the ceiling, press firmly through both feet. Nice. This time, draw both hands towards heart center. Release your hands to your sides, your mountain pose. Inhale, arms extend all the way up, gaze up. And then exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. Halfway lift, long spine. And then exhale, step your right foot back, keep the right knee lifted. Tent up through the right fingertips or palm flat towards the ground on the right. And then reach your left fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. As you press the ground away from you, feel the left shoulder draw a little further back in space. Nice. Exhale, left palm down, step back, high plank. From here, you have a vinyasa. Shift forward, shoulders past the wrists. Exhale, bend your elbows halfway or lower all the way. Come into your back bend, up dog, cobra, or locust. Exhale, draw the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Please extend your right leg up and back in space. And then exhale, step your foot in between your hands. This time you'll rise up to a high lunge. So lift the low belly, lift your torso, arms reach and extend. So I want you to fully extend through the front left hip and then sink down low through the right knee. Now take a big inhale breath. And then on your exhale, interlace your hands behind your low back, pull back. So lift the chest up any amount, tip the head back any amount. And then squeeze through the inner thighs, keep your balance. Now you got one more deep breath. And then release your hands, frame your right foot. Straighten through the right leg this time. You can walk the left foot in any amount if you want to go towards pyramid, Parsvottanasana, but not a big deal. Just one more breath here. And then exhale, step forward, left foot to the top. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And then exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Other side, inhale, arms extend all the way up towards the ceiling. Press firmly through both feet. I slide both palms towards heart center and then release your hands to your sides, mountain. Inhale, arms extend all the way up, gaze up. And then exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. And then exhale, hands flat, left foot back. Nice. Tent up through the left fingertips or flatten your left palm. Reach the right fingertips all the way up. Now keep the pelvis high, keep it lifted. So press firmly through the left ball mound of your foot. Right shoulder a little further back. And then exhale, right palm down, step back, high plank. One more vinyasa, glide forward, shoulders past the wrists. Either bend your elbows halfway or lower all the way. You got an up dog, cobra, or locust. Exhale, shift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg extends. And then exhale, step your foot in between your hands. This time you'll lift your torso, lift the arms all the way up and overhead. Your low belly strength is what lifts your torso up. And then sink down low through the left knee as you fully extend and straighten through the right leg. Continue to reach, one more breath here. Then you'll take the opposite grip, interlace your hands. So whichever thumb naturally doesn't land on top now does. Pull the knuckles down and back, lift the chest, tip your head back any amount. So find a little bit of a back bend here. Shoulder heads pulled back. Beautiful, release your grip, hands frame the left foot, and then straighten through the left knee to the best of your ability. You can also walk the right foot in any amount, turn the heel flat, land in your pyramid, but option, not a necessity. Just one more breath. Awesome, step forward, right foot to the top. Halfway lift, inhale, and then fold forward, exhale. Nice. Feet as close as comfortable. I personally like to keep them hip width distance. Sit down low, find your chair pose, Utkatasana, fierce pose. So as you bend both knees, a good majority of your weight is in your heels. So see that you can see all 10 toes. And go ahead and take your right hand towards your right hip. Lengthen through the left side of your waist. So reach through the left palm. And then take a side bend on over towards your right. So you'll feel the low back all the way out through the left fingertips lengthen. Nice, one more breath here. And then release the left palm back towards your left hip, switch. Reach the right palm up, lengthen, then tip on over towards your left. So it's like you're sending your right hip a little closer towards the right side of the room. And one more breath. And then right hand back towards your hips. Sit down just a little lower, one more breath. Now press through both feet, rise all the way to standing, lift your arms all the way up. And then exhale, palms towards heart center, release your hands to your sides. Nice, inhale, arms extend all the way up, gaze up. And then exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. Nice, halfway lift, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, hands flat, step your right foot back, keep the right knee lifted once more. So like we did before, press down through your right palm, reach the left fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling, press, press, press. And then we'll go towards the supported side plank variation. So you'll roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Now with your left foot, you'll scoot it halfway down the mat and then turn your toes out so that they're in the same direction as your back foot. So this left leg is acting more or less like a kickstand. Brilliant. All right, so we'll get into the QL like says requested. So reach your left palm all the way up. From here, go ahead and allow the outer right hip to fall down towards the mat. Reach your left fingertips back behind you. And then we'll do this 2 more times. Lift up through the outer left hip. Reach the left arm all the way forward. And then exhale, drop the outer right hip down towards the ground, left fingertips back with you. Nice, one more. Reach the hips, arc the left arm all the way up and over. And then exhale, lower the outer right hip down, bring the left palm back with you. Nice. Press through your right palm, lift your hips. Then left palm steps back to the mat. Return back to a high plank. From here, optional vinyasa or draw the hips up and back. Come straight to a downward facing dog as you'd like. Use the full inhale for your back bend. And full exhale, shift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg extends up and back behind you. Then exhale, draw your right knee over towards your right shoulder, open up through the right hip. Nice. Inhale, right leg up and back. Then exhale, rock forward, come in towards a one-legged plank. So I want you to kick the back wall away from you. Nice. Inhale, right leg up. And then exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Rise up to a high lunge, crescent lunge once more. So you've been here before, keep the 90-degree lunge through the legs. Nice, and then go ahead and cactus the elbows. As you cactus the elbows, without back bending like we did before, I just want you to track the elbows back behind you so you open up through the chest. So feel the shoulder heads pulled back. Visualize you're trying to pinch a pencil in between your shoulder blades while you maintain your balance. And we'll do the opposite action. Draw the elbows, forearms, palms to touch. And put a little pressure here so you feel the upper back broaden. Now one more big breath. And then release your hands, frame your right foot. Once more, straighten through the right leg to the best of your ability. You can also walk the left foot in a bit, turn the heel flat as you'd like. And then fold down with your chest towards the right shin. Takes one more breath. And then step forward, left foot to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. And then fold forward, exhale. Other side, inhale, arms extend all the way up towards the ceiling, press through both feet. Nice, slide both hands towards heart center, and then release your hands to your sides. Nice, inhale, arms extend all the way up, gaze up. And then exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, look forward, lengthen. And then exhale, hands flat, step your left foot back. Nice. Once more, keep the knee lifted, press down through the left palm, reach the right fingertips all the way up. Nice. And then we'll set up for our side plank variation. So the right foot will act as a kickstand. So I'll go ahead and face you. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your left foot, and then you'll scoot your right foot about halfway down the mat. So your right knee is more or less creating a 90-degree angle. All right, go ahead and reach the right palm all the way up. Take a deep inhale, breath to prepare. And then on your exhale, lower the outer left hip down towards the mat, and then reach the right fingertips back. Yeah, 2 more. Lift the hips, arc the right arm all the way up and over. And then exhale, lower. Beautiful. 1 more. Lift up through the pelvis. Reach the right arm all the way up and over. And then exhale, lower the outer left hip, right palm reaches. Nice. Inhale, come all the way back towards center. And then set your right palm down, step back, high plank. Optional vinyasa from here, or straight to a downward facing dog. Full inhale, find your back bend. Full exhale, shift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, left leg up and back behind you. And then draw your left knee over towards your left shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg up. And then rock forward to a one-legged plank. So keep the left leg lifted and then actively kick an imaginary wall away from you. And then left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Yeah? You'll rise up to your high lunge, crescent lunge. So use your low belly, lift the torso, arms extend up. And then once more, you'll cactus through the elbows. So big inhale, keep the torso fixed over the hips. And then exhale, track the elbows back, 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 back. So visualize that pencil. You're trying to crush that with your shoulder blades. Keep squeezing. Then undo it. Bring the elbows together, wrists, forearms, palms to touch. Put a little bit of pressure there so you feel the shoulder blades separate at the upper back. Now 1 more breath. And then exhale, hands frame your left foot. Straighten through the left leg to the best of your ability. And you have the option to scoot the right leg in as you'd like. Take 1 more big breath, fold down. And then exhale, step your right foot forward, right foot to meet the left. Now halfway lift. And then exhale, fold forward. Beautiful. Once more, draw the feet as close as comfortable. Sit down low, find your chair pose, arms reach and extend. Now once more, you'll take your right hand towards your right hip, lengthen through the left side, and then tip on over towards your right. So feel the entire left side body elongate. All right, this time we'll add on just a bit. So you'll bend your left elbow, either put it in between your knees or to the outside of your right thigh. Allow the right palm to join. Find a twist in your chair. So just visualize the entire body. There's a tendency for the shoulder girdle to dump all the way down and the hips to come up really high. Flip that. Allow the hips to be really low, shoulders really high. Now use the left elbow as leverage. Twist a little more, right shoulder a little further back. And then exhale, fold forward, release. Nice. Take a big inhale breath. Smooth exhale breath. Once more, sit down low, find your chair pose. Nice. Draw the hips back, 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 arms reach. Beautiful, you got your left hand to your left hip this time. Rather, right hand, right hip, my apologies. No, left hand, left hip. Sides are hard, you guys. Continue to reach to the right, and you'll tip on over towards the left. Once more, create that length first. So whenever you twist, you want to create length through the side body to facilitate the twist. Then when you're ready, bend the right elbow. Either elbow comes in between the knees or bring it to the outside of your left thigh. Left palm joins the right. Find your twist. So like I mentioned earlier on the other side, drop the hips as low as you can. Right knee will jet out a bit, and that's totally fine. Feel the left shoulder draw a little further back in space. Now you got one more smooth breath. Can you sit a little lower? And then exhale, fold forward, undo it. Halfway lifts. And then exhale, draw your hands flat to the mat. Step back. Either you can take a vinyasa here or just walk it back, downward facing dog. You can hold plank, that's cool too. We'll meet in downward facing dog next. Big round of breath. All right, from your downward facing dog, take a big inhale breath, fill it up. And then smooth exhale breath, let it go. Really nice, one more deep inhale. And smooth exhale. Beautiful, all right, gaze forward. And then exhale, come towards the top of your mat. Halfway lift, long spine. And then exhale, fold forward. Nice. Come into the laziest chair you'll do all week. So just a really soft bend into your knees, but bring your hands to your hips here. So I'll face you. Shift more weight into your left foot. Draw your right knee towards your chest, and then you'll place your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Nice. So come into a standing figure four. Okay. Draw the seat down and back. And then two options here. Either rest your forearms onto your shin, or you'll take your right palm, tent up through the fingertips, place that down towards the ground, and then with your left hand, you'll just bring it towards your right foot. As you bring your left hand towards your right foot, I want you to press into your foot. So then you start to feel a little more intensity through the outer right hip. So feel the right knee drop just a bit as you continue to shift weight down into your sit bones. Beautiful. Take one more big breath. And then gently release your left hand. Press into your left foot. Now you'll have to float your right leg all the way back up, so find your balance. And then on your exhale, float the right leg back, tip forward, come in towards a warrior three. So hands can come towards your hips. You can reach them forward, hands towards heart center, whatever works for you. And then drop the right hip in line with the left just a bit as you feel the left outer hip, left hamstring work. Now one more breath. And then gently step the right toes towards the back of your mat. Once more, high lunge, crescent lunge. Add deep inhale breath. And then exhale, hands frame your left foot. So go ahead and flatten through the palms. Draw the left leg up and back in space, three-legged dog. From here, you'll shift forward, come in towards a one-legged plank. From here, optional one-legged chaturanga, or lower all the way down. Untuck both toes, knees, thighs, lift, back bend. Exhale, draw the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale breath, fill it up. Smooth exhale breath, let it go. Nice, one more big inhale. And smooth exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. And then exhale, come towards the top of your mat. Nice, halfway lift, really, really long spine. And then exhale, fold forward. So once more, the laziest chair, just a soft bend into your knees, hands to your hips. Draw your left knee towards your chest, and then left ankle up and over the right thigh. Yeah. Sit down really, really low. And you got the same two options here. Either your forearms to your shins, this is perfectly okay, or you can just bring your left palm down, tent up through the finger pads here. Take your right hand to your left foot. Now press into your left foot a lot. And then as you do this, just feel the hips sink a little lower towards the ground and continue to support yourself through the left finger pads, yeah? Pull the chest forward just a bit. Keep pressing into your left foot if you've got your right palm there. Now one more big breath. And with control, use your balance, low belly strength. Lift your chest, you lift your arms, and then draw your left knee back in towards your chest. Beautiful. Nice. Go ahead and float the left leg back, tilt your torso forward. You'll come in towards a warrior 3. So any variation with your hands that work for you. Just feel the left hip drive a little higher. And then keep the chest lifted. So you're thinking up dog, cobra, locust in the chest as opposed to diving it down. Now one more big breath. And then bend into your right knee, float the left foot back, arms extend all the way up and overhead, high lunge. Now take a deep inhale breath, arrive. And then exhale, hands frame your right foot. Flatten through the palms, draw the right leg up and back in space, three-legged dog. From here, shift forward, one-legged plank. Yeah, continue to shift forward as you'd like, one-legged chaturanga, or right toes down, any vinyasa that works for you. Up dog, cobra, locust. Exhale, shift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale breath, fill it up. And smooth exhale breath, let it go. Beautiful, one more big inhale. And smooth exhale. All right, inhale, right leg up and back behind you. Then exhale, step your foot in between your hands. You'll rise up, high lunge, crescent lunge. Once more, everyone's favorite. Keep sinking down low through the right knee. Cactus your elbows once more. And then bring them together, right elbow up and over the left. Double cross at your wrists, or backs to both palms touch. Or you can give your shoulders a big old hug. Now, so we're just trying to broaden through the upper back once more. Nice, take a big inhale breath. Reach the elbows all the way up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, curl everything in. So your balance is gonna be challenged here. Now draw the elbows towards your navel, chin towards your chest. Nice, just one more please. Reach the elbows all the way up. Hi, Gia. And then exhale, draw your elbows in towards the navel, chin towards your chest. Keep your balance. Beautiful. Inhale, arms extend all the way up. Undo the bind in your arms. And then right hand, right hip once more. So you'll lengthen through the left side. One more twist. Bend your left elbow, hook it to the outside of your right thigh, right palm joins. Beautiful. Take one more big breath. And then exhale, hands frame your right foot. Step back. Optional vinyasa or hips up and back to down dog is always cool. Full inhale in your back bend. Full exhale, shift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And deep inhale, breath, fill it up. And smooth exhale, let it go. All right, inhale, left leg extends. And then exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Nice, once more, rise up, high lunge, crescent lunge. So you know where we're going with this. If you felt a little wobbly on the other side, just scoot the left foot a little out towards the side so the feet are more or less hip width distance. And then cactus your elbows once more. Keep the chest open. Beautiful. From here, left elbow on top of the right. Either backs of both palms touch, double cross at your wrist, or give the shoulders a big old hug here. Elbows in line with the shoulders to start. Then reach the elbows all the way up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, begin to curl and round. Draw the elbows in towards your navel, tuck your chin in towards your chest. Now we'll do this one more time. Reach the elbows all the way up. Now a little bit of a back bend here at the top. And then exhale, curl and round. Beautiful. Once more, rise all the way up. Undo the bind in your arms. Arms extend all the way up. And then draw your left hand towards your left hip. So reach and lengthen. Then exhale, bend your right elbow. Hook it to the outside of your left thigh, left palm joins. Find your twist. Yeah, really, really nice. Left shoulder a little further back in space. These look great, you guys. And then exhale, hands, frame your left foot, step back. Optional vinyasa, or like I'm doing, skip it. Straight back to down dog is cool. Have full inhale into your back bend. Full exhale, shift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Okay, take a deep inhale, breath, fill it up. And smooth exhale, breath, let it go. Nice, one more deep inhale. And smooth exhale. All right, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, feet to meet your hand. Come to the top of your mat. Now you got a halfway lift, really, really long spine. And then exhale, fold forward, release. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing glutes. And once more, just draw your hands over towards your hips. Now shift weight into your left foot, draw your right knee towards your chest. Externally rotate at your right hip. Take your right hand, place your foot anywhere to the inseam of your left leg. So come in towards tree pose, Vrikshasana. Nice. You got it. Beautiful. Amazing. So press your foot into your leg, leg presses back into your foot. That way your hip isn't kind of disengaged. Keep that nice and active. And then from here, two options. You'll either take your peace fingers towards your right big toe or just hold on to your shin. And then try to bring the right leg all the way out towards the right side of the room. Right palm can come out. If you're holding onto the shin, it'll look more or less like this. Wherever you are, continue to maintain your balance. Beautiful. Take one more smooth breath. And then make your way back towards center and then slowly release the hold of your shin or your big toe. Nice, just shake it out. Beautiful, and then we'll prepare for the other side. Shift weight into your right foot. Draw your left knee towards your chest. Externally rotate at the hip. And then just place your foot anywhere along the right leg. So it doesn't have to be really high up towards the groin like me. It can always be a little lower down too. And just track your knee back. So open up through the hips there. Beautiful. All right, same two options. You're either grabbing a hold of your shin or you're taking your left peace fingers, grabbing a hold of your big toe, and then bring your left leg all the way out towards the left. I'm using my right arm as a counterbalance. Yeah, really nice. You got it, Jessica. Beautiful. So again, if you're holding your shin, it'll look more or less like this. Beautiful. Take one more big breath. You guys got it. Stay with it. And then bring your knee back towards center. And then float the left foot down, shake it out. Really, really nice. All right. Inhale, arms extend all the way up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. Beautiful, halfway lift, long spine. And then exhale, step back. Vinyasa here, or straight to down dog is cool. And you got an up dog, cobra, or locust. Exhale, draw the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And a deep inhale. And smooth exhale. All right, one more standing. Inhale, right leg up. Now exhale, step your foot in between your hands. This time you'll turn and ground your left foot flat. Rise all the way up to a warrior two. Arms reach all the way up and out like wings. So as always, check your stance. See that it's nice and broad. Right knee over the right ankle. So you'll feel the inner thighs, fronts of the hips open. Straighten through the right leg. So we'll just transition between this almost triangle and reverse warrior. Big inhale, breath. And then exhale, bend into your right knee. Tip your right arm up and back in space. Reverse warrior. We'll do this 2 more times. Straighten through the right leg, come back towards an almost triangle. And then exhale, rebend through the right knee. Tip the right arm up and back. Give the back wall a high five. So little to no weight in your left hand. Beautiful. One more time. Rise all the way up, straight through the right leg. And then exhale, rebend through the right knee. Tip your right arm up and back. Feel the side body length here. Then on your exhale, keep the bend into your right knee this time. Reach forward until you can't. Extended side angle on your left. And so right forearm top of inside of your right thigh. You got a block or a water bottle. You can place it to the outside of your right ankle. Tricep frames your left ear. Okay. So draw the left shoulder up and back. One more big old side body stretch. Now we'll continue to breathe here. Final breath. Nice. Then circle the palms down. Step back. Vinyasa here if you want it. Or hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Up dog, cobra, locust. Exhale, draw the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Nice. Left leg up, inhale. And then exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Turn and ground your right foot flat. Rise all the way up, come in towards a warrior two. Yeah. So once more, take a peek at your stance. Back foot slightly turned in. Good amount of weight through both sides, both baby toe edges of your feet. So same kind of pattern that we did on the other side. Straighten through the left leg. Nice. Now rebend through the left knee. Reach up and back. Find your reverse warrior. Nice. Rise all the way up, straighten through the left leg. Then exhale, rebend through the left leg. Reach the left palm up and back, reverse. Nice. One more. Straighten through the left leg. Arms reach. And then rebend through the left knee. Tip your left arm, left palm back. Now one more breath. Come back. Keep the bend into your left knee. This time you'll reach forward through the left palm. Extended side angle on your right. Rather your left, my apologies. Right tricep is framing your right ear as you keep the chest open. And then left forearm top of inside of your left thigh, or palm to block water bottle if you got it. Keep the lunge. Feel the front of the right hip open. Have one more smooth breath. And then circle the palms down, step back. Vinyasa here if you want it. Or straight to downward facing dog. Full inhale, back bend. And then full exhale. Shift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Nice deep inhale, breath, fill it up. Smooth exhale, breath, let it go. Beautiful. One more just like this, big inhale. And smooth exhale. All right. Inhale, right leg up and back. And then set up like you would for a pigeon pose. We'll go there, not just yet, but lower the right shin down, lower the left knee down. So come upright, and then with your back knee, bend it. So you more or less have 90-90 legs, or two number 7s. Yeah. All right, so I'll kind of have my side facing to you. So just visualize that 90-90 action happening with your legs. Draw the arms all the way up and overhead. And then twist all the way over towards your right. You'll drop your hands to the outside of your right hip. So you'll start to feel pretty intense twist already here. If this feels okay, stay lifted up onto your palms, or you can lower down to your forearms. If you need a little more intensity, you can continue to scoot the arms all the way over further towards the right. But I want you to start to decelerate. Slow down the breath as you feel the left QL, that whole entire side body, as well as a big old twist through the spinal column. Beautiful. Take one more deep full round of breath. And then if you're lowered down to your forearms, rise all the way back up to your palms. So I'll come back towards the top of my mat. You'll just simply straighten through the left leg, set up for your pigeon. So even out the weight in your hips. You can stay lifted for the back bend as always, or crawl the hands forward, add the forward bend. If this is not working for your right knee, right hip, you have options to do this seated or reclined. So we did a standing figure 4. It's that same shape. You can take this on your butt or recline all the way to your back, holding that shape with your legs. And just wherever you are, release control of the head, neck, shoulders. Allow your torso, the entire trunk to be really heavy down towards the ground. Beautiful. You got one more big breath. And then if you're lowered down, rise all the way up to your palms. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Draw the right leg up and back in space, shake it out. You can take a twisted down dog if that feels good. And then we'll meet downward facing dog. All right, we'll do the other side, left leg up. And then set up like you would for pigeon. So draw the left shin forward, lower the right knee down, lower the left shin down. All right, and then I'll go ahead and face you once more. You'll just bend your right knee. So then it's almost like the heel comes towards your glute. So again, visualize those two number sevens, two L shapes. And then draw the arms all the way up. Twist on over towards your left. Drop your hands to the outside of your left hip. So again, you can stay here if this is plenty, or lower down to your forearms. And adjust as necessary. So either your hands, your forearms are more or less perpendicular towards your outer hip, or you can walk them a little further towards the left if you need a little more sensation. Let's take 2 more big breaths here. All right, go ahead and rise up to your palms if you're on your forearms. Keep the shape of your legs. You'll just straighten through the right leg and you'll set up for your pigeon. So just draw the right leg back, even out the weight in your hips. Stay lifted for the back bend, or you can add the forward bend. And again, as always, if this isn't working for your left hip or your left knee, you got your options to do this seated or reclined. Every day is different, every practice is different, every side is different. So just acknowledge if that's something that you might be needing for this practice today. And then I want you to take 2 of the deepest, fullest, slowest breaths you've taken all day today. And just feel the torso melt down towards the ground, towards the mat, as you continue to keep this pattern of decelerating. Okay, so 1 more big breath. And then go ahead and rise all the way up to your palms. Tuck your right toes with your right knee, left leg up and back in space, shake it out. You can take a twisted down dog if you did other side, bend to the left knee. And then downward facing dog when you're ready. Beautiful. Awesome. Inhale, gaze forward. And then exhale, feet to meet your hands. Go ahead and lower down to your seat. Legs out long in front of you. Okay. So getting into the chest one more time. A little bit of back bend. Bring your hands behind you. Fingertips point out to 3 and 9 o'clock. So if the feet were 12 o'clock. And then press the ground away from you. Lift the chest. Now squeeze your shoulder blades together a lot. And this will kind of act as leverage to prop your chest up a little higher. So it's like you're sticking your chest out. And then tip your head back into your mouth. Feel the shoulders kind of pulled back in space, rather the shoulder heads. And lightly dig your heels, the calves, the backs of your knees, your thigh bones, your glutes down in towards the ground. Nice. 1 more big breath. And then slowly undo that. Bring your chest back towards center, walk your hands back. All right, so 2 options here. We'll either take a reverse tabletop or a reverse plank. So I'll just leave that up to you. If you're taking a reverse plank, legs can stay as is. Reverse tabletop, you'll bend into your knees. Set up like you would for bridge pose. And then once more, hands back behind you. Fingertips point out to 3 and 9-ish o'clock. If anything's going on with your shoulders, you can adjust the rotation of your palms as needed. Nice. Take a big inhale breath. And then use the exhale, lift your hips, and then have a really long torso. So allow the knees, the thighs, the chest to be parallel towards the ground, and you can tip your head back in your mouth. You're coming towards your reverse plank, then legs just straight. See if you can drive the ball mounds of your feet down as well. And continue to support your chest, press the ground away from you. And then with control, go ahead and lower your hips all the way down. Really nice. All right, go ahead and lower all the way down. Come to your back. Beautiful. And then bridge pose, bend both knees. Feet about hips width distance, and then knees over the ankles. Hands the sides of your hips. Deep inhale, breath. And then exhale, lift the pelvis, low back, mid back, upper back. Prop the chest up. And you can interlace your hands behind your low back. You can create robot arms like I'm doing, bending into your elbows, digging the triceps down, or grabbing the edges of your mat, pulling out. Wherever you are, keep a squeeze to your glutes. So feel the outer hips hug the inner, and then lift the pelvis, squeeze the inner thighs. Be sure to also lift up from the heart space as well. And take one more smooth breath. And slowly undo it. Upper back, mid back, low back. Nice. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet to touch, knees out really wide. And just take 2 deep full rounds of breath. Allow the spinal column to neutralize in this constructive rest here. Hands can rest wherever feels comfortable. Nice. Take one more here. All right, go ahead and bring both knees in together like a book. Left leg releases out long in front of you. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Give your shin a tight, tight squeeze towards you. And then rock it from left, right, right to left. Lubricate through the right hip socket one more time. Release your right arm out towards your right side. Use your left hand. Guide your right shin all the way across your body. Land on your outer left hip. Supine twist to the left to start. And then allow the upper torso to be really heavy. So right shoulder really heavy. Allow gravity to assist the knee coming a little closer towards the ground. And if this leg variation isn't working for you today, just stack your left knee below the right. Next, one more smooth breath. And then gently make your way back towards center. Beautiful, we'll switch. So right leg releases. Draw your left shin, left knee towards your chest. Give that a tight squeeze. And a few gentle rocks from left, right, right to left. So it's like you're rocking a shin baby. All right, left arm releases out to the left. Use your right hand. Guide your left shin all the way across to the right. Supine twist. And just allow the left shoulder to be really heavy. It might lift, just let it lift. Gaze past the left shoulder if that feels okay for your neck. Just continue to visualize the breath permeating the spaces in between each vertebra. Beautiful. We'll take one more deep full rounds of breath here. And then transition your way back towards center. Nice. As always, hug both knees in towards your chest and wrap your arms around your shins. Squeeze all the muscles in your face as you draw your forehead to your knees. Yeah. Sip in just a little more air here. And then final posture, Shavasana, corpse pose, arms out, legs out, everything really, really heavy. Just 2 minutes here. It's 12:57, so if you gotta go, totally understand. Otherwise, just give yourself the time, the space just to rest, to be still. If seated meditation is something that's a little more your jam, go for that as well. But otherwise, get you out of here on time. Just take these final few moments just to be still, and I'll guide you out soon. recall what it is to be fully relaxed. And just try to think about the last time that has happened. Try to replicate that. If you have the gift of time, please stay resting for as long as you'd like. Otherwise, just begin to draw some life back into the fingers and toes as you rock your head from left, right, left a few times. As you feel ready, arms extend all the way up and overhead. Now take a deep bend to your knees, and then transition over to your favorite side, supported fetal posture. And just take a moment before rising up, just to find gratitude for your health, your body, the ability to move, to practice. And when it feels right, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Maintain a softness in the gaze. Allow the eyes to stay closed. Please draw both hands towards heart center, Anjali Mudra. And thank you all for sharing your practice, your energy, your breath, your presence from near and far, allowing me the honor to guide practice today. And together we draw the thumbs to third eye center, lift the chin up just a little higher. And it's here where we acknowledge our mutual love and respect for each other, for this practice, for this community. Yeah, then thumbs to the lips where we seal the breath. And finally, thumbs back to the heart where we feel our heartbeat, and this reminds us our hearts beat the same, our blood course is the same. At the end of the day, we're one and the same. It's from this place that we bow forward to each other with love and gratitude. So I bow very, very humbly to you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks so much for joining. So I hope the entire body feels a little looser and you have a little bit of energy for the day and stuff like that. Yeah. And as always, if you feel like donating, that helps me to create these classes. But, you know, no pressure, totally understand. Hope you guys feel nice. Have a great rest of your day and all that fun stuff. Yeah. Let me know if you need anything, as always. Happy to help. I got a lot of time.
Thank you, Jessica.
You're very, very welcome.
We'll see you soon.
Sounds good.
Yeah, thanks. It was great.
Awesome. You guys got it. Good to see you, Ben, Jessica, Suz. Thanks for being here.
All right, I gotta go.
Yeah. See you guys soon. Bye.